Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning.
All right, let's talk about Hawk of the Wind. Now, of course, ran a decent second to Gold Kite the last time it ran with SJ Sunil. This time, Yash rides it, and in the second division, your horse has the best form. So, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, he ran a very good race in that million. He ran second with Sunil up. He has come up after that race, and the company looks to be a okay company in this field, and we are hoping to win.
Yes, all right. And otherwise, the track work, everything looks perfect.
Yeah, he went a great practice. He did a good work.
Yes.
Last workout was very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you for talking to us. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So we've got a big day of races tomorrow. We have, of course, the October handicap, and we have three runners in this race. Let's talk about your first runner.
First runner is a horse called Diamond in the Rough. Like I told you last time, he's still not finding his footing as yet. He doesn't seem to be, getting into the act, and he needs a lot of experience. So probably a couple of races he will take to mature into a proper racehorse.
All right.
As far as Prince Igor is concerned, I think he'll run a decent race, but he may not be able to finish on board.
Okay. So, but why do you think so, sir?
No, not good enough for this field.
Okay.
And Alpine Star, I think he'll run hell of a race. I think he should be in the 1-2.
Okay. And how does the track work look for Alpine Star, sir? Like from the last time it ran, any improvement?
Yeah, I've removed his blinkers and put a basket bit. Because last time he was traveling very well at the bend, and he was lugging in badly after that. And what we noticed was that probably because of the hanging in and also blinkers, both having removed both of them, I think it should make a difference. In racing, you have to keep trying all the time.
Keep trying, of course. There's no one particular, way that the horse is capable. Right? All right, sir. Let's talk about Faris for your first race tomorrow, sir.
She's had a run earlier on the season, 3 weeks back. It was quite a disappointing run. She's improved on the run, and I think she'll run a big race. Hawk of the Wind is the danger.
Yes, sir. And have you given any mock race to Faris?
No, I don't believe much in mock races, but she's had a run. She's had a start just 3 weeks back, and she's done her prep work quite well. And she worked with multi-star, and I think one Hawk of the Wind. Hawk of the Wind is the horse.
Yes.
More experienced than me.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
Sir, let's talk about Marine Girl. Now, after running a decent third in Bombay, your filly has had one start here, but then later on she got withdrawn. What are your thoughts on that, sir? You've got a Hawk of the Wind also in the same race.
First day she ran in Pune before 2 months. She ran a bad race. After that, I wanted to run her again. She bolted with the jockeys. Then filly is withdrawn. But tomorrow is she's running with in second division. She's not showing any improvement at all. But I think tomorrow she's running in second, third, fourth, like that.
Second, third, fourth.
Yeah.
And you think that Hawk of the Wind
Yeah,
is the
everybody have to beat that Hawk of the Wind, because last time he ran third, good third, second or third. Because of that, everybody has to beat that.
All right. Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, sir. Your horse, Teresita, is running in the second race, that is the Yana plate, and taking on a very decent filly in ALICIA. Has she had a mock race?
So, Teresita has beaten ALICIA in the Bangalore Oaks. That was over a mile and a half. But I don't know in what form ALICIA is just now. Teresita's had a mock race in Mysore before coming here. And she's a very straightforward filly. So, as far as getting used to the atmosphere here and as far as getting acclimatized to things around here, I think that should not be a problem. So, I don't think ALICIA is the main horse. I think there's a horse called Multi-Starrer. He's taken 2 kgs off. So, I think that's the main horse in that race.
Okay, all right. And otherwise, of course, you're saying that there wasn't any requirement for acclimatization. But how do you think there's like the track work going on for Teresita?
She's had a mock race 10 days back and she's traveled here. So she's all right. I mean, she's fine. She's a very straightforward filly. She eats well. Main thing with horses is eating, especially with fillies. So she's done well. So she's doing well.
So where do you think you can place her for tomorrow?
I hope she wins. I would place her in the winners enclosure, but I hope she wins. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you, sir. All right, sir. Let's talk about ALICIA. Now, your filly has had 2 outings, a 4th and a 3rd. You have PS riding and your main danger being Teresita. What are your thoughts on ALICIA?
Alicia is a talented filly. She's had some good form and she's working well. I think the mile and a quarter will suit her and she'll run a good race.
Okay.
I do have to beat Teresita, but let's see how it goes.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about multi-starrer for now.
Yeah, I have in second race, I have a horse called Multistarrer. I think in this race, the horse, it's a little competitive field, though it's a small field. I think in contention is the horse to beat.
Okay.
My horse should run well. I'm first time, after long, I'm exploring him over a trip. On his bloodlines, he should get the trip.
Okay.
And I think danger would be in contention.
So, multi-starrer is running after a long time. So you think
No, he's had 2 starts here. He ran second with Trevor and he ran 4th with Ernest Parmar. He's had 2 starts here already. He's a winner in Bangalore. He's had 3 starts in Bangalore.
So he's, of course, in very good form.
Yeah, he's decent form.
All right.
Third race, Desert Fire. I think last time he took off a little tardily. If he jumps level, he'll make a race out of it. He could finish in the first 3.
All right. And sir, have you spoken to Mustaqam Alim about any tactics or any way that this horse should be handled in the race tomorrow?
No, I don't discuss it so early.
Okay.
It'll be on the race day morning or before the races.
Okay. And how does the track work look for Desert Fire, sir?
He didn't have much work
Okay.
because he's very fit.
Yes. All right.
Now, so late in the season, we don't need to work horse so much.
Correct. Because they've already had their share of runs, right? Good morning. All right, so you've got your horse Lit running for the races tomorrow. Basically, coming a little late on the scene. So between 1,000 and 1,200, you think a 1,400 would suit her better?
Yes, Furlong has been stepped up, so I think this should suit her because she's been coming late on the scene, as you said. And yeah, she's been working well also, so she stands a decent chance.
Okay, and how's it looking for her in terms of her fitness and the last time she ran? Any improvement in the performance or?
She's had 2 runs already, so
Yeah.
she's pretty fit.
Yes.
That 1 furlong extra should suit her. The
Okay.
horse to beat, I would say, would be Awakening again.
Yes.
The Awakening comes better on the scale.
Okay.
He's beaten me last time, so he's the horse to beat.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning.
Okay, let's talk about Arabian Phoenix. Been very, very consistent in the season. So, how do you think Arabian Phoenix will run for the races tomorrow?
Well, he's like you said, he's very consistent. He's in good form. He's worked well. Just need a little bit of luck, and I think he should be able to pull it off.
All right. Okay. All right, sir. Let's talk about the Awakening now. You lost narrowly last time to Pepper over 6 furlongs, and now you've stepped up a furlong. You have SOUZA and a lot of other good set of horses. Your thoughts on this entire take?
He's knocking the door for a long time. He's due to win now. Last time I think 6 was a bit sharp for him, so I'm running 1400 meters this time. And I hope it suits him better this time. And of course, there are 2 horses which are in form. Who is one? SOUZA won well, impressive last run. I have to beat her. And other danger comes, I think, Arabian Phoenix, who's run a good race.
Yes.
So these are the 2 horses I have to look for.
All right.
And I hope we win.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay, let's talk about DALI SWIRL, which is running tomorrow. Of course, has been consistent throughout the season, barring 1 win, which you had, and 1/4 that you had in a 7 furlong. Otherwise, your horse has run second 3 times. Now, this brings a fairly tough set. How do you think DALI SWIRL would perform tomorrow?
DALI SWIRL has been quite consistent, and I think what you rightfully said, it is a tough set, but he's maintained his form. He's worked well. He's feeling good. So I'm again fingers crossed, hope for the best, and difficult to predict. Like there are some really serious horses in front of him, and I hope he puts up a good show.
All right. And who are your main dangers if you had to take a name?
I wouldn't take any because I think there are quite a few of them out there. So and it's going to be a tricky card. So we'll need the luck of the race. So leave it at that.
All right. But Dali Soul, of course, has a fairly decent chance.
Yeah, of course he does. He does, and I'll be having 2.5 off him, so that should also help him a bit. But like I said earlier, that it is a tough set, and quite a few horses are there. So we'll hope for the best.
All right. Okay. Thank you. All right, sir, let's talk about SOUZA now. Very impressive winner you have. Last time out, from class 5, you've jumped straight to class 3. How do you think of SOUZA, and has it maintained the same form? And of course, you're also taking on a very decent set of horses.
That's true. I am taking on a decent set of horses. I won an A class last time. But he's maintained his form. He's looking well. He's really feeling well. So I think he'll run a good race. I can't say he'll definitely win this, but he'll be there.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right, sir. Your horse Outlander is running in the 4th race. That is the October Handicap Division 1. Now, you've had 2 starts in Pune, 1 4th and next time out as a winner. And this time also you're running with a very decent set of horses. What are your chances, you think?
See, he had 2 starts in Pune. First start, he was just, I think, underdone, highly underdone. He got fitness, so he won the second race when he ran. But the field was... You can't even talk about the field. It was so bad.
Yeah.
So he was too good for them actually.
Correct.
But now he's pitched against a fairly decent field. I think there are a few horses which are going to be better than him on scales because everybody has taken allowance. There is a horse called Liam. But he's had good show in Bombay, but he's been running poor races in Pune. Yeah. Another horse is Tyrone Black of Mr. Lagat.
Yeah.
I think that horse has got the best form and he's got the best chance to win this race. So my horse, if I had taken allowance, probably I would have stood a better chance. But any which way, he is good and he should be running a fairly decent race over the 6 furlong. 5 he found it sharp last time.
Yeah. And of course, now that 1 furlong is added, it could make a lot of difference, you think?
He will run, but he's giving a lot of handicap to the other 3-year-olds, which is, I think, is quite unfair. but that's okay, no problems.
Yeah.
There's another horse which I was talking to you about, is Divine Thoughts of ALTAF HUSSAIN.
Yes.
She's a very fast filly. But let's hope my horse does well. I think he's going to run a fairly decent race and better horse should win.
Absolutely. And where do you put your horse Outlander in 1, 2, 3? If
He should be on the frame.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Lovely.
he should be on the frame.
Lovely. All the best to you, sir. All right. All right, sir. So basically, you had 1 start in Pune where you ran 3rd over 7 furlongs. So, and you brought Tyrone Black back to 6. This race, you have Outlander and Divine Thoughts in decent form. How do you think Tyrone Black will run in this race?
I think Tyrone Black last time itself has run a very good race. And he kept coming back at the field and he wasn't giving up. And today I've decided to run a little shorter with the apprentice on him so that I get a 5 off to nullify the penalty because this is a handicap race now.
Yeah.
And I think he's quite well placed here.
Yes. And you saw reducing 1 furlong, you think it could make a lot of difference?
No, it'll make last time itself, like I said, he's run a good race. So it won't really make a difference.
Correct.
But both the distance he's comfortable in.
Correct. All right. All right, sir. Let's talk about Divine Thoughts right now. Not yet had a run in Pune. Have you given her a mock race yet?
She came from the setback. Now I am giving her a mock race, but mock race is not very good. But last spurt she worked very well, and still she's a little soft, but she worked very well. Last spurt was good.
All right.
And I think she will run a decent race in that class.
And she's been tracking well, sir, the morning?
Yeah, she worked well. Last time she went 11 under. Yeah. I'm happy with the work. I think, inshallah, she will run a good race.
All right. And any particular discussion with the jockey, sir, about the race for tomorrow?
That Saklain is riding. He's coming from, he don't know anything about the filly. But just I want to tell him to take a good jump and go to the front. If somebody is very fast in that race, then I will tell him to sit second. Yeah, in 1, 2, 3 only. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir.
I have Freedom running in the October Handicap Division 1. He's a very well-bred horse, speaking of which, out of Cheryl. He ran 1/3 in Bombay. He was still not fully furnished. He's a big made horse, so he took his own time coming around. He's worked well. He's taking on some winners in good winners in Thyron Black and Divine Thoughts. Let's see how he does. I think he'll put up a good show.
Like it's a very good set of runners, with two very good contenders.
Yeah, it's a very open race. 6 maybe a little sharp for him, but I think on class he should run a great race.
He's going to make the board tomorrow.
I'm hoping to win. If he makes the board also, we won't be disappointed, but win is what we are looking at.
Absolutely. Of course, never settle for less. Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then in the 4th is a horse called Hunar. He hasn't got his act together. He's still messing around. He's too much of a baby. I'm trying to put him in the race to get a little more experience. I think he should run decent race. Vishal Bunde rides him.
Okay. Any other danger, sir?
No, I think that Tyrone Black and a horse called Freedom, which Anthony Raj is riding. I think these are the 2 horses.
Then I have Mighty Thunder in the same race. He doesn't have much of a chance.
Now, sir, Juliet had a very good form in Bombay. Definitely a little better in form. Of course, she's running after a long time. Your thoughts on Forest Flame?
Our filly's done well. She's travelled well. She's done a mock race over here. She's done that well. Though the timing of the mock race is slower than Juliet's timing in the mock race that she did. She's done well. She's eating well. She's looking well. I think it's going to be sort of a very touch and go race where both the good fillies are going to both the good mares are going to meet, and it's going to be a very interesting race basically.
Yes. And how is it going for Forest Flame, sir?
She's well. She's working well. She's done her mock well. She's working well, and she's looking well. So fingers crossed.
Okay. And have you had a word with your jockey on how to probably go about the race, or you'll probably just leave it to the end?
I mentioned this, I think, the last time to you that good jockeys don't need instructions. So he'll ride his race and he'll do his best.
All right. And again, for Forest Flame, any placings? Of course, the winner.
Obviously, we want to win.
Yes.
I think you should stop asking that question.
Yeah, all right. Of course, sir. All right. Any other dangers in this field?
I don't think Camellia is, though she's getting 7 kilos from Juliet and Forest Flame, I don't think she's that class. Yeah. So it becomes a straight race between 2 horses.
All right. Okay. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you, sir. Good morning, Karthik.
Good morning.
Of course, you've got Juliette running this race in the Threpton Fillies and Mare Stakes. Now, after winning the invitation in March, your filly has not run till now. Even though you ran a very good mock race, you beat Forest Flame in Bombay, and even now you're running a 9 furlong race, even though your filly looks a very good class. You think the 9 furlong with Forest Flame would be a touch and go, it being a short Pune straight?
Well, the Threpton Fillies and Mares is a nice race for the horses, especially the Fillies and Mares. I'm running after the invitation. She had a slight setback in Bangalore. We gave her time for her to come out of it, and we've given her a couple of easy workouts, an easy mock race, and we are going into the race. She's not fully wound up, but she's ready for this race, and let's see. Forest Flame, we've met once before where I beat her, but this is a 9 furlong. She's raced in the summer, so fitness is on her side. So let's see. It'll be a close affair, and I think my girl does her best every time she's asked for, and I think she should go through.
Lovely. All right. And any other danger apart from Forest Flame, you think? Or
Camilla's won the Guineas in Calcutta. She's a nice horse. She's getting a lot of weight, but it's going to be a tactical race because there are only 3 horses. So it's the running of the race. So I hope I come up trumps. Fingers crossed.
Definitely, definitely. All the best to you for that. All right. Good morning, Dallas.
Good morning. Good morning.
Let's talk about your runner. It's my time for tomorrow. Now, an impressive winner over a mile last time out. I'm sure the extra 2 furlong shouldn't hurt considering the dam stayed. And also, you're taking on another interesting horse, Leto. So, how good are your chances for It's My Time?
It's My Time is a 3-year-old. Leto is a year old. Leto's won the Independence Cup. I'm venturing him first time over a mile and a quarter, but of course his dam too won the Independence Cup, if I'm not mistaken. Unforgettable You, and his grand dam is a Saint Ledger winner, so he should get the mile and a quarter. He's a very very calm and good temperament. He's a horse with a very very good temperament, and that's his biggest forte, which I like about him. And I think he's got a lot of quality in him. I think he should take all the beating.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So let's talk about Leto. You know, you have a winner in the same class, and of course, ran third again to Fortunate Son and Diff. And of course, you have got a younger horse. It's My Time in this field. How do you think your chances are?
That's exactly my view, that I think is a younger horse who in the second start he won impressively. I think that's the horse I have to beat. My filly has done well. She's won 2 races. She won the Independence Cup and stepped up her form by running a better race than SOUZA in that race. But of course, I came across Fortunate Son, who's a derby contender now. I think my filly should run a great race. Horse to beat, it's out of my time. It's my time, sorry.
All right. So we've got Zarak running for tomorrow's races. Let's talk about Zarak.
Well, he's a good horse. We tried him in all the distances, but he's a steer, and I think tomorrow he should win. He got beaten by a very good horse, and tomorrow I think the field is not so much what I expect.
So you have like a fairly good chance for Zarak.
Definitely tomorrow.
Lovely. Okay. I like that. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's move on to Jerusalem, sir. How's the track work looking for Jerusalem and the fitness? All ready for the races for tomorrow?
Jerusalem is a very fancy looking horse. He's very impressive looking horse actually if he comes in the paddock. I've always felt that he needs a trip. That's the reason I'm running him the 2000 meters. The horse to look over there who's won last time, It's My Time. I think we all have to beat him.
All right. Okay. And otherwise, you know, the track work and general fitness level since the last time it ran looks.
He had 2 starts. His fitness is quite good. So let's hoping for the best.
Fair chance, but.
Yeah, very fair chance.
All right. Okay. Thank you for talking to us.
In the 6th race, I've got Royal Alamdar, who's been disappointing me a lot. I may change some tactics in this race. Let's see. I've not decided as yet. And if it works, he's a very good horse. On his old Bombay form, he could upset this race.
But any particular reason you think that Royal Alamdar's like?
No, actually, we can't figure it out at the moment. And again, we'll try and change his running tactics. Let's see.
All right, sir, let's talk about Mount Sinai now. Good third over 2400, and now you're coming down to 2000. You've also got Leto and It's My Time in the same race. So, how do you think your chances are in this race?
Mount Sinai, he ran a good last time, but he ran a mile and a half, and now he's coming to a mile and a quarter. I'm not getting any jockey in that race, and because of that, I put 5 kilo allowance. But everybody has to beat number 1 in that race. And this horse, I think he will improve in Bombay season because I think he need bigger straight. Because of that, I think he will do something in Bombay.
Do you think the Pune straight is not?
Pune is a little short straight, but I think he will run a good race. But everybody has to beat number 1. Yeah.
All right. Okay, sir. Thank you for talking to us.
I've got 2 more, Chat and Stunning Visual. They are both running 10 furlongs for the first time because I think they both need distance, and unfortunately there are not enough races, so I have to run them together.
Yeah.
They are still work in progress, but both have worked reasonably well, so I'm hoping they put up a good show.
And do you think the distance will work for them? They wanted that?
Yes, I think they need the distance.
They need the distance. And fairly good chances, considering both of them are in the same race.
I hope they run 1 too.
Who do you like? I'm sure you have a favorite, don't you?
No, I don't care as long as any one of them wins.
Any one of them, of course. All right. Okay. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you. Good morning, Nirad.
Good morning. How are you, Aradhana?
Very good, Nirad. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Now you've got Sandman running tomorrow, who's been, of course, the most consistent this season with 1 win and 2/3. You're taking on some very big set of horses that you ran last time out, especially Cognosco. Who are you going to weigh to? And, lost by a length and a half, you're coming out much better than Cognosco on scales. Plus, you're going your pet distance, that is 7 furlongs. And, of course, you've got Neeraj riding. So, your take on this.
Well, definitely he's got a very, very, very decent chance. Yes, he's running 7 furlongs, which is his pet distance. There's no doubt. And vis-a-vis Cognosco, I'm definitely coming out better because last time he beat me in a 6. By the time my horse started galloping, the race was over. And my horse has this tendency of hanging in a bit, which I don't think should be much of a problem because he's won even when he was hanging,
Yeah.
And yes, he's definitely run with this whole set of horses that he's run with, and he's run far better than them.
Yeah.
So, yes, 61.5 that day, and now 62. That half a kilo is there.
Yes.
But that half kilo is not going to make a difference because these horses also have come up a little bit. Like Cognosco, who won, has come up in the scale. Others, the rest of them, I think I should just hold comfortably. And over 7, I think I should still beat Cognosco.
All right. And, of course, I'm sure you're aiming for the board tomorrow. Top 3 or top 2?
No, I think hopefully tomorrow he should be in the 1-2.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Yes, he should be in the 1-2.
That's amazing. Otherwise, the track, everything looks perfect for
He's
Sandman.
fine. I've kept him happy. He's a 6-year-old now. He doesn't need much. I've kept him happy. He does what he wants. Whatever he's happy with, I let him do. I gave him one easy workout after the race with Neeraj Raval last week itself. He worked comfortably. Neeraj was happy. The main thing is the rider got up and said, "Sir, he's feeling happy and he's feeling well." That's more important.
That is absolutely the most important thing because, of course, it reflects in the races.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Thank you for talking to us, Nirad.
Thank you, Ara.
Right, let's go, sir.
Moment of madness in the 7th race I've got. She is a 6-year-old mare, but she's not been racing well. So let's hope she runs a decent race tomorrow.
What do you think?
Not expecting much from her tomorrow.
Okay.
And let's see. If she runs a fair race, I'll be happy.
Okay. How does the track work look for Moment of Madness?
It's okay. She's okay. She's not doing anything.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Let's talk about Speculator, sir. How's it going for Speculator?
Speculators running the age group 5-year-old and over 7 furlongs. Might find the 7 a tad little sharper for him, but then it's an age group race, so you always take your chance in a race like that.
All right. And the track work looks promising. And
He's worked well. He's done well. There's a bit of a gap from his previous race, but as I said, I'm waiting for the age group race.
So I think that would work probably well. All right. Thank you.
7th race, I have a horse called Campaign, who after campaigning him for long, came on and won his maiden. And it's a 14-horse field. I'm drawn 10. I have the same boy, Vishal Munde, riding him. And I think it's an open race. Anybody can win.
But do you think
He'll run well. He should run well.
the conditions are favorable, sir?
Yeah, the boy rode an excellent race last time. I'm very impressed with the way he rode. If he reproduces the ride, he should be in the thick of it.
Definitely. So we are saying like what, top 3, top 2? What do you think?
Yeah, top 3 at least.
Yes. All right. Okay. That's good enough for us. Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you. Let's now talk about 12th Earl.
12th Earl has been very consistent this season. He's always placed. He's come second, third, fourth. He'll run a good race again, but of course he's in a little bit better company. He's running in class 4. And I think Sandman and Cognosco, Cypher, the horses to beat over there.
All right. But otherwise, for 12th Earl's fitness and track work, considering he's already run, looks fair.
Yeah, he's well. I don't have to work him much. I just keep him fresh because he's been running every alternate week.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. You have a runner in the 8th race. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I got Marcella running. She's a 7-year-old mare, and she's running in this age group race, which is meant for 6-year-olds and over. She had a bit of gait issues. She was withdrawn this season twice, and all that is sorted out now. And she'd had a mock race 3 weeks ago.
How was that mock race?
It was an easy mock race, but that has helped her keep her in the fitness. And she's had a practice and everything, and her fitness is good, and she'll run well.
And has she had any great practice considering last time?
Yeah, a lot of it, and she's okay now. Yeah.
And who are the probable dangers in this field for you?
Well, this is one of the rare age group races with 6-year-old and over, so a lot of old horses running. A lot of 6-year-olds running. There's a 10-year-old, but I think TriStar has an edge over all the other horses.
Okay.
I think everyone has to beat that horse.
All right. Okay. And of course, the track work for Marcella also seems well.
Yeah, quite decent. Mock race fitness is there, so she didn't need much.
Yeah.
And kept her that way.
All right. Okay. Cool. Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you.
And the last is I've got an old horse called SWIRL, 9-year-old. He's running in the age group race. I think he can run a good race. And it's my own horse. So if he runs good and gets some money for me, I'll be very happy.
Of course. And I'm sure you've prepped it really well.
Yeah, he's fine. He's a 9-year-old, so I don't need to prepare him on the track. Let him run happily, and whatever he can do tomorrow.
Yes. All right.
Won't be surprised.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking to us. Thank you, sir.
In the last race, I've got Bold Advance written by Mustaqim. She's just finding her form back. I hope she can run 1-2 here. Sailor is not showing the form she showed in the beginning. Otherwise, she's a decent filly.
Okay.
And Regal Prince, I don't think he has much of a chance here.
And for Sailor Moore, you think for her also you could like probably change the tactics, or you're going to maintain what is being?
No, she's a filly with limited ability, so there's nothing much you can do.
All right. Any other dangers, sir, in this field, you think?
Oh yes, there are two good horses I like. There's a horse called Tasman. Faldo's been working well. Both these horses are looking good to me. And there's another horse called Mysrella.
Yes.
These three horses I would consider.
All right. Okay. Thank you for talking to us, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Let's talk about your last runner for your races tomorrow, sir.
World is one is a good pedigree and all, and always he ran a bad race. Tomorrow also he is running the 6-year-old, but I'm fed up with this, that horse. Let's see how he will run tomorrow.
Okay, so you never know, anything can happen, right?
Yeah, he worked 10 under last time, but still, I think I can't say about that horse.
Can't say much. Okay.
Last time when he ran, he got hurt on his joint, and he got 2 stitches also. And let's see how he will run tomorrow.
All right, sir. Okay. Thank you for talking to us. Let's talk about Nusrat now. Running a 6-year-old and over race. You have been very consistent with her. Now, she's been knocking on the door with younger horses. You fairly got a decent chance in the race. So, who do you think are your main contenders in this race? And of course, let's also talk about your runner.
My biggest issue, I think, will be the bad draw. So it is, yeah. So that is really bothering me. And Nusrat has been consistent, but unfortunately, she's been very unlucky all through her career. And I think in this set, she can, do the needful. Like again said, that's what is really bothering me in this is the draw, and she's, as it is a 7-year-old. So, it is going to play a very crucial role. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed and I'm hoping for the best that she does it.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking to us.